Good morning, good morning. Let's start off with a few gentle mobilizing exercises. I'll put a little background music on. We're going to do some nice stretching today. So lots of stretching in a few yoga positions or inspired by yoga. So start off with a little roll round of your shoulders. We'll just start loosening up. And then roll your shoulders back. Very good. Let's take one arm and just rotate it around in circles. It's a bit like a Tuesday morning warm-up, isn't it, so far? But we're going to go slower and we're going to go more graceful and gentle with our moves. Yeah, so just slowly moving that arm around in a circle. And then the other side, the other arm goes round in a circle. Fantastic. Arms down to the sides. Slowly, slowly let your body go down to one side, leaning down. Feeling a little stretch down the side of your body. And then over to the other side, nice and slow. And then a couple more times each side, reaching down, fingertips hang down towards the floor. And again. One more time each side. Fantastic. Have a little twizzle, just a little turn. Slowly, gently let your shoulders turn. Turn your head, look over your shoulder. So we're getting a little stretch through your neck. Couple more times. Okay, I want to stretch out your neck, so just take your head, tilt your head over to one side, elbow down towards your shoulder, and then if you want a little bit of extra stretch, just use your hand to pull your head down a little bit more, feeling the little stretch in the side of your neck. Very good. And the other side. Just tilt it first, then use your hand to... Ah, that's it. Very good. Release back to the middle. Relax your arms down. I'm going to change my camera a little bit. So a few breathing exercises now, and then we'll go into some stretches during this sequence. So, deep breath in to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Deep breath out to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now as we inhale, we're going to roll the shoulders back, open out the hands and look up. And then as we exhale, we're going to roll the shoulders forwards, turn the hands back and look down. So inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Now I want you to inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands down in front, all the way down in front. Inhale, up to the sides. Exhale, down in front. And again, inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Now this time we're going to inhale, bring your arms up, push up onto your toes. So we're going to lift your heels off the floor, have a big stretch up, stay here for a couple of breaths, balancing on your toes. Ooh. And then hands together, inhale, lower your heels down as you bring your hands down in front. Let's try that again. We won't pause this time, we'll go straight up. On an inhale, onto your toes. And then slowly down. I want you to think about lowering your heels down really slowly. So they don't thump down onto the floor. They gently arrive down at the floor. Inhale up. Exhale. Slowly lower down. Let's do one more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Now we're going to get a bit more dynamic now. We're going to inhale, bring the arms up to the front, push up onto your toes, and then we're going to exhale, bend your knees and swing your arms back behind you. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 3 more. 1. Two. And 3. Drop your heels down, bring your hands down. Fantastic. We're going to do chair pose. So we're going to inhale, bring the arms up. You're going to hold your hands about that far apart but above your head. And then we're just going to bend the knees a little bit. Yeah, so we're just going to hold this position. Okay, arms up. You can look up towards your hands. Knees are slightly bent. Take a few deep breaths here. Keep holding, breathing slowly. Fantastic. Take one final inhale. As you inhale, straighten out your legs, push up, arms right up, stretched up. And then exhale and bring your hands back down again, back to our start position. Excellent. So we're going to do a little sequence. We're going to do that chair pose. We're going to do a squat down and we're going to do a forward fold. So we're going to start just as we did with the chair pose. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the knees a little bit into our chair pose. Excellent. Now we're going to inhale and straighten out the legs, but we're going to bring the hands in front and clasp the fingers together. And then we're going to exhale and squat down. This first one, we're going to hold the squat. Okay, so we get used to this position. So squat right down nice and low. Hold it there for a couple of breaths. Very good. Now on your next inhale, we're going to stand up, bring the arms up in the air. Oh, good to come out of that one. Exhale and go into our first forward fold. So, forward fold. We're going to hold this one here for the first one and get a little stretch into your back and your hamstrings. So hold it here. Let your hands hang down. Sink down with every time you exhale. Sink down a little bit more. Just let gravity carry you down. When you reach your next inhale, I want you to unfold slowly on an inhale. And then exhale and bring your arms down. Let's do those 3 poses, moving smoothly from one to the other. So we'll inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, stand up, hands in front. Exhale, squat down. Inhale, stand up, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, unfold. Exhale, arms down. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, stand up, arms in front. Exhale, squat down. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, unfold. Exhale, arms down. Fantastic. We're going to do it again. We're going to add a twist. So when we're in that forward fold, you know what to do. We're going to do our twist. So each time we do the sequence, we'll do a different side. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, up. Exhale, squat. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward fold. Grab hold of your left leg with your left hand. Inhale, bring your right arm up in a big twist. Exhale, bring your arm down. Inhale, unfold. Exhale, arms down. Let's do that again. We'll be doing the other side on the twist this time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, up. Exhale, squat. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward fold. This time, grip your right leg with your right hand. Inhale, left arm comes up in a big twist. Exhale, bring your hand down. Inhale, unfold. Exhale, arms down. We're going to be adding a side bend, so listen up for the changes. Let's start again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, squat. Inhale, stand up. We're going to do our side bend. So exhale, hold your hands together and side bend down to one side. Inhale to the middle. Exhale to the other side. Inhale to the middle. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, twist the right hand up. Exhale, back down again. Inhale, unfold. Exhale, arms down. We'll do that again, twisting on the other side this time. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, squat down. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, lean to one side. Inhale to the middle. Exhale to the other side. Inhale to the middle. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, twist up, left hand comes up. Exhale, hand down. Inhale, unfold. Exhale, arms down. We're going to do the whole thing twice more, once each side. So, nice flow. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, squat down. Inhale, up. Exhale, lean to one side. Inhale to the middle. Exhale to the other side. Inhale to the middle. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, twist up. Exhale, untwist. Inhale, unfold. Exhale, arms down. Last run through of this sequence. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, squat. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, lean to one side. Inhale to the middle. Exhale to the other side. Inhale to the middle. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, twist up. Exhale, untwist. Inhale, unfold. Exhale, arms down. And to finish the sequence, we're going to do one more forward fold, and we're just going to hold it and see how much we can stretch. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Hold for a couple of breaths. Keep your legs straight. Excuse me. Let your fingertips sink down towards the floor. Very good. Another deep breath. On your next inhale, we're going to unfold. And exhale, arms down. Good, good, good. Right, let's do some leg stretches now. We're going to do our floor stretch. I'll just quickly remind you which one we're doing. This is the one where we start in a press-up position. We bring one foot forwards and we get our palms down onto the floor. So you can do this one on a chair if you prefer. If you prefer to do this on a chair, you will have done this before. I won't run through that, but you can be resting your arms on the chair. So, into a press-up position, hands and toes. Step forward with one foot to the outside of the hand at the front, and I want you to take your foot so it's just about toes turn out a little bit. Now, you can start off on your knuckles, but if you can get your palms down onto the floor, that's amazing. You'll feel the stretch in your thigh And we're just going to hold this for about 30 seconds. If you can do this one easily, you might want to get your elbows down onto the floor as well. Very good, let's change sides. So we can just drop that back knee down to come out of the position, back up into your press up position, and then other foot forwards. So again, I start with my knuckles down and then I try and get down onto the palm of my hands to get that extra stretch, and you might want to sink down even lower onto your elbows. So we're going to hold this one for another 30 seconds. This one's a bit more difficult for me. Back leg should be straight. Ooh. Okay, take a break. Oh. We're going to do both sides again, another 30 seconds on each side. So just once more through. So press up position. Foot comes forwards. Toe slightly turned out on the outside of your front hands, and 30-second hold. Very good, let's change sides. Other foot comes forwards. 30-second hold. Fantastic, and release. Oh. Now stay on the floor. You can lie down on your back. I'm just going to stand up because I want to show you my strap. We're going to do the hamstring stretches. You may need a towel or a strap for this. So I'm just going to grab my yoga strap. And we're going to be lying down on the floor, on your back, doing our hamstrings, stretches. So get yourself comfortable on your back. Stretch both legs out in a straight line. Oh, let's get my remote control. Right, choose which leg you're going to start with. I'm going to start with my right leg. If you're using a strap, put the strap around your foot or your ankle. You can also use a towel around the back of your leg, or you can just use your hands. Okay, we're going to straighten out that top leg and we're going to pull upwards so it goes as high as possible with a straight knee. We're going to hold this one for about 30 seconds. So as your body gets used to that position, you'll find the tension just eases off a little bit, you'll find the stretch reduces. That's the time to just pull in a little bit higher and increase the stretch again. Very good, let's change sides. Lower the foot down gently onto the floor. either hands around the other leg or your strap around the other leg. And pull. And again, if the tension eases off, just pull a little bit higher. Ooh. Very good, release. We are going to do both sides again, another 30 seconds on each side. Round 2. So back to your first leg. Pull up. Feel the stretch in the back of your leg, maybe behind your knee. Another 15 seconds. Pull a little bit tighter if you can. And release. One more on the other leg. And another 30 seconds. Again, pull a little bit harder if you can. Make sure you feel the stretch the whole time. And release down. Oh. Let's stay on the floor. Let's stay here for a moment longer and we'll have a little back stretch. So bring your knees up, feet flat down on the floor, as close into your bum as you can. Knees together, feet together. Take your hands out to the sides, palms up towards the ceiling. And we're going to do our back twists. So just rotate your hips. One foot will come off the floor, one hip will come off the floor. Bring your knees down to one side. Keep your shoulders square on the floor. And relax into the stretch. Now if your knees are down to the left, I want you to turn your head to the right. Just rotate your head and look across the floor to your right. If your knees are down to your right, turn your head to your left. Take a couple more deep breaths. And slowly return your knees to the middle. Pause in the middle, bring your head back facing up. And then we're going to take those knees down to the other side. And then slowly bring your knees back up to the middle. Straighten out your legs on the floor again. And bring your hands over your head, resting on the floor above your head. Now I want you to push your fingertips out in one direction, push your toes out in the other direction. Create stretch through your whole body, fingers to toes, pushing outwards, creating as much distance between your fingers and toes as you can. Fantastic, release. And we're going to sit up right now on the floor. So stay on the floor, but sit up. Take your time. Nice and slowly into a seated position. Just going to grab a towel. We might need a towel for the next one, or a strap. I'm cheating by leaning against the wall, but that's okay for now. Stretch your legs out in front. Fantastic. Now bend one knee, bring the foot into the side of the other knee. So we've got one leg straight out in front, one knee out to the side. The lower that goes to the floor, the more stretch you get in your inner thigh. We're going to be leaning forwards towards that front foot. Now you may find you can get your fingers round your foot. You may be like me and be nowhere near, but in any case, let's lean forwards, take your hands onto your leg or round your foot and stretch forwards. Okay, now I'd quite like to get a calf stretch here, which means pulling the toes in towards you. If you can't reach your toes to pull your foot in, you can use a towel or a strap. So I'm going to put the strap around my foot again. So I've got the strap around the ball of my foot. I'm going to pull with my hands and pull your foot in towards you, giving you a stretch in your calf. Yep, so the more you pull your foot inwards, the more you'll stretch your calf. Some of you will be right down chest against your leg. Some of you, like me, will be more or less sitting upright for this. Or somewhere in between. But I do want to get a calf stretch here and a hamstring stretch at the same time. Hold it for another 10 seconds. Can be quite intense on the calf, this one. Okay, let's release, and we will be doing the other side. So, other leg goes out. Foot comes into the side of the knee. Lean forward towards that front foot. If you can get your hands round the foot, then fantastic. If you're like me, you need a strap, then use the strap round the foot and pull in. So your toe should come in towards you, your toes, and you should feel a stretch in your calf muscle. Yes, so this is called dorsiflexion at the ankle. Yeah, dorsiflexion, and this stretches out your calf. Another 5 seconds. And release. Now the final one while we're here, some of you won't be able to do this at all like me, some of you will find this easy. We're going to stretch both legs out, take your feet wide, and we're going to go into a forward fold and stretch out the hands on the floor. down in front of you, bringing your chest down towards the floor. If you're like me, you will find this practically impossible, okay? But for those of you who can do it, I'm going to lean forwards and bring your body down close to the floor, fingers as far away from you as you can. Ideally, your knees shouldn't bend, they should be straight. You'll be able to see from my position, this is really difficult for some of us. If you can do it, you can get a really good stretch in your hamstrings, thighs, and back. Another 10 seconds. And release. Oh. We're nearly done. We're going to go into cat and cow stretch next. So finally, back onto your hands and knees. And we're going to do cat and cow as we come towards the end of the session. Oh. So hands and knees, arch your back into a cat stretch, head hangs down in front, tummy pulls away from the floor. Take a few long deep breaths. Let's reverse into cow stretch, tummy comes down, head comes up. Lower back should be concave. Oh, I can feel that now. Oh. Push back into cat. And down into cow. A couple more times on each. Moving smoothly at your own pace between one position and the other. And then back to neutral position, sit back on your heels into child's pose, stretch your hands out in front. Body comes down towards the floor. Sit right back onto your heels, push those fingertips away from you and breathe gently. And slowly, slowly bring yourself back up onto hands and knees. Oh. And from here, we're going to slowly stand up. Taking your time, nice and slowly. Oh. Very well done. We're finished. you probably know I've had a bit of a cold, so I didn't find that too good today because of my sinuses are all blocked, and every time I did a forward fold, I could feel it. So it wasn't great for me, but I hope you enjoyed it more than I did. Hopefully back to normal next year. This is our last one before Christmas, last Wednesday session at least. We'll be back Friday for Spritely. We'll be back next Tuesday for Spritely and the following Thursday for coffee, but no yoga session next week. In fact, the next one will be January, so it'll be Tai Chi again because it'll be the first Wednesday of the month in January. So back to Tai Chi in January, and we'll see you then. And if you're doing this one and you don't do the other classes, do have a great Christmas and enjoy it and indulge a little bit, but not too much. And don't forget to keep going with those stretches every day, even Christmas Day. Okay, so very well done. I'll have a chat on Zoom, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Bye to YouTube people. Oh dear. I need to go and blow my nose now. I'll wait till I've gone.
It's not very nice when you're bunged up. It's
no. Not very. I hadn't really considered that. I should have done not so many forward folds, shouldn't I?
To be honest, any of it is harder when you've got.
It is actually, all of it. Even those floor stretches were quite uncomfortable. Oh well, done it now.
You're on the mend. And,
yes. Oh yeah, I'm much better than I was. Actually, I'm actually better than I was yesterday.
Oh yeah. Well, that's good. Anyway.
Okay. Well, I hope your tooth is all right. Your implant. I hope you're pleased with it.
I should be there on Tuesday.
Good. I'll see you on Tuesday. Christmas hats on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas music. Yes. All right then. Take care.
Thanks.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.